Hi everyone. Just waiting for people to log in. Just going to adjust my camera a tiny weeny bit. There we go. I've lost count of what week we're in. We're in the middle of June, towards the end of June. We're coming towards probably about month 3 of Sarah Parr Physio Pilates at home. I can see 1 or 2 people starting to log on, so we'll just do a little bit of an introduction. So my name's Sarah Parr. Normally I do 2 classes on a Wednesday evening. One is for lower back pain and is a low level class. The other is more of a sort of intermediate advanced level class for runners. So tonight's class is a bit of a combination of the 2. Do try and make it suitable for more than 1 level, so do what you can. Disclaimers: obviously don't do anything that hurts, never push into pain, and work at your own level. If you need to take a break at any point, take a break. I've got my doors open tonight, hopefully we don't have too much ambient noise, but it is very hot, so I hope you're all well hydrated and in a nice cool place to exercise. The class will be shown on Active in Redbourne's website again on Saturday for any of you interested. They've got lots of other interesting classes like yoga and breathing techniques, cycling workshops, so take a look on their website. See a few more logging on. Hi everyone, hi Clive, I'm sure Ruth's with you as well. So we'll get started in a minute. My other disclaimer, I've said it for the past few weeks, I do have a little girl upstairs asleep. Fingers crossed she stays asleep for the whole class. If she doesn't, I may have to pause at some point. No equipment required for tonight's class, but make sure you have got a bit of fluid, so it is really hot, and make sure you've got some ventilation. Like I say, I've got my doors open, hopefully we won't have too many barking dogs in the background. Alright, I'm going to pop some music on and we'll get started. Okay, so not that we need a warm-up this evening, because it is lovely and warm, but we are going to start with our warm-up. And we talk about the posture for Pilates. So standing posture, if you take your feet together, then take the toes out, heels out to meet, toes, knees and hips in parallel lines. Thinking about your pelvic position, you want to be tucking the tailbone under. What we don't want is an overarched back, okay? And when we talk about an overarch, I mean forwards or backwards. So very much having a little rock the pelvis backwards and forwards to find that mid position, engage those core muscles. It's a gentle engagement, just a feeling of gentle bringing that belly button towards the spine, okay? From here, just have a roll of the shoulders for me. Preferably a backwards roll, okay? What we actually want to be doing is drawing the shoulders back and down, working these postural muscles here. These are the muscles that hold you in a good position. The last couple of shoulder rolls, and just sit the shoulders back and down into the pockets of the shoulders, and bring your hands in line with the sides of you. Imagine there's a helium balloon, we talk about this every week, coming out of the crown of your head. That string's attached to the pelvic floor, it's elongating the spine as it lifts you up. We're just going to start with a gentle neck roll. Imagine you have a pencil on your nose, and you're slowly, gently drawing a circle with that imaginary pencil. Any tension in the neck and the shoulders, just easing it out, loosening it off. Gently changing direction with that head circle. Don't go quickly, don't want you going dizzy at all. And then gently coming back to reset in the middle, tucking the chin in, elongating the crown of the head as you do that. Pop your hands on your hips, gently bend your knees and just give me a little bit of a pelvic roll. Again, any tension in your back or your hips, if you've been sat working from home, or if you're back to work, just loosening off any tension. Change direction, any tension in the hips and pelvis, just feeling it loosen off. Keep those tummy muscles drawn towards you. Keep that core engagement whilst you're doing it. And then reset that mid position. Arms to the side. We're coming into a side stretch. Take your right leg across. Take your right arm into the air. Don't collapse down. What we're thinking of doing is elongating between the rib and the hip. Take a breath, exhale, reach. Really creating space through the side of the spine here. Holding it for a breath. Excellent. Bringing the right arm down, bringing the right leg back. Cross the left leg now over the front of the right. Left arm into the air. And again, elongating and reaching, not collapsing down. Space between the rib and the hip. Don't twist. Imagine you're between two planes of glass. Take a breath, exhale and reach. Nice and long through the side of the body. Perfect. Bringing the arm back down, legs back to hip distance. I want you to put your hands on your hips with your thumbs in the sort of dimples of your back for a little bit of support. Okay, knees nice and soft again. Still core engaged. Take a breath for me. As you exhale, you're going to gently arch back. Inhale and return. Exhale, gently arch back. Inhale and return. We'll do 3 more. Exhale, arch back. Last one. Excellent. Relaxing the arms, taking the feet wider than hip distance now. We're going to come into a wide leg roll down. Take a breath in. As you exhale, tuck the chin in, engage through the core. Then you're slowly, slowly rolling down. Feel like those bones in the spine, each one's moving and rolling slowly one at a time. Keep the knees locked out for me. When you get to the bottom, you can put your fingers on the floor, great. If you can't, don't worry about it. I just want you to hold this here. Feel the stretch through the calves, through the hamstrings, opening up the lumbar spine, creating space between your discs and your facet joints and small joints of your back. From here, we're going to come into a little bit of a hamstring stretch. So what we're going to do is bend the knees and put the hands on the floor for me. So hands on the floor, knees bent, okay? And from here, you're going to take a breath in, look up and squat down. And then as you exhale, keep your fingers on the floor. Exhale, extend the knees, look between your legs. Feel the stretch between your hamstrings. Doesn't matter if your legs aren't straight. And then again, breathing in. Inhale, bend the knees, squat down, look forwards. Exhale, extend, look between your legs, feel the stretch in the hamstrings, opening up the spine. Inhale, squat down, look forwards. Exhale, look between the legs, extend the knees. We've got 2 more here. Inhale, squat down, look forwards. Exhale, look between the legs and extend. Last one, inhale, squat down, look forwards. Exhale, extend, look between the legs. Feel like you've grown, your hamstrings have lengthened, your spine is lengthened. Excellent. From here we're going to roll up again. Take a breath. Exhale, relock the knees. Slowly stacking the vertical one by one back on top of each other. Taking your time, growing up tall. Keep your legs wide for me. Engage that core, helium balloons lifted up. Any dizziness, just have a moment, let it settle. We're coming from here into our warrior stretch. Your right foot you're going to turn outwards, okay? And you're going to bend your front right knee. Your back left leg stays nice and straight. So to begin with, this is a sort of groin, inner thigh stretch. Just hold that there. Cores engaged, head up, shoulders back and down. At no point are we hunching. Keep a nice long neck. From here, coming into a warrior pose. So crucifix arms. No shrugging up, shoulders back and down, and your head looks towards the front right arm. Nice and strong. This is a warrior pose, so it's a powerful pose. Hold it, belly button towards your spine, helium balloon lifting your head, looking straight ahead, nice and strong. From here, take a breath in. As you exhale, your right hand reaches up, your left hand reaches down to the back left leg. Again, you're creating space between the rib and the hip on the right hand side. Head looking up towards your right hand, holding it here. Take a breath. Exhale, reach up to the ceiling. With the next breath, take a breath, exhale back into your warrior pose. We haven't finished here. Bend that front right knee a little bit more. Really deepen into this. Hold it nice and powerful. Hold it for a breath. Perfect. Exhale, push up. Bring the right leg back to the front. Arms back down. Turning the left foot outwards now. Bending the front left leg nice and wide through the legs. Again, just feel the inner thigh stretch to begin with. Cores engaged, helium balloons still lifting you up tall, okay? From here, coming into your crucifix arms. Nice and long. No shrugging the shoulders, shoulders back and down. Head now looks towards the forward left arm. Again, warrior pose, nice and strong. Take a breath, exhale, reverse. Reach your right hand back, left hand up to the ceiling. Head looks up to your left hand. Create space between your rib and your hip on your left side. Having a breath, take a breath. Exhale, reach. Perfect. With this next breath, coming back into your warrior. Crucifix arms, shoulders back and down. Bend that front left leg. Really deepen the feeling here. Hold it nice and strong, warrior. Take a breath, exhale, perfect, and push out of your pose. Give your legs a quick shake, draw the shoulders back and down. We're coming straight into our dumb waiter. Have a level 1 and level 2 here. So the level 1 we'll start with, and if you want to join me with level 2, you can. Feet hip distance apart, toes, knees and hips in a line, core engaged, helium balloons lifting you tall. Taking a breath, exhale, the arms come out, inhale, return. Exhale, arms come out. You're working these postural upper back muscles. Inhale to return. The top of the shoulder should be nice and relaxed. And the muscles in the mid back are the ones that are working. So this is your level 1. If you're happy with this, stick with it. For those of you who want the extra challenge this time, as you take your breath in, as you exhale, arms out, you're coming up onto your tiptoes. Inhale, back down. Exhale, squeeze the shoulders back and down, up onto your tiptoes. Inhale, back down. So we're just adding in a little calf raise, toe raise with your dumb waiter for the level 2, challenging the balance a little bit more. Doing really good. Those of you doing the level 2, really challenge yourself. How high can you get on your tippy toes? Really reach the crown of the head to the ceiling as you're coming up. But don't lose the quality. Keep those shoulders back and down. Imagine you've got a £20 note between your armpits. You don't want to lose it. So at no point should your arms be coming away from the body. They should be very much tucked in. We've got 3 more here. The last couple. Okay, excellent. Just going to do a quick back stretch. I want you to put your fingers together, okay, and push them away from you. Drop your chin to your chest. Hold it here. Keep that core engaged, belly button to the spine. Feel the stretch across the shoulders. Your fingers should be interlaced. And now lifting your head, you're going to turn your hands outwards, push your hands away, lift your head, reach your fingertips to the ceiling, take a breath in, exhale, let your fingers go, circling around, brilliant. Take a breath, exhale, squeeze and open the chest, perfect. Popping the hands onto the hips for me, we're going to come into our standing plank, so working on the glutes. We're going to plant and stand on the left leg, so your left leg's your stabilising leg. Again, there's 2 levels. Level 1, the foot stays in contact with the floor. Level 2 is an extra balance challenge. You can either place your foot on your calf or your knee, okay? Find where suits. So level 1, foot on the foot on the floor. Level 2, more challenging, foot on the calf. I'll show you both. You're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, you're rotating the knee out. Inhale, return. Imagine your car lights. They're very much staying pointing forwards with this movement. So it's an exhale, rotate the leg, inhale, return. At no point should your pelvis be rotating, your hips facing forwards. You should feel that there's a squeeze through the glutes. This is the level 1, level 2. You've got your foot off the floor, your exhale extending out, inhale, return. Exhale, extending out, inhale, return. So your left leg has got a balance challenge, and your right leg is working the deep gluteal and hip muscles, rotating your hip, but your pelvis is staying pointing forwards. Keep going for me, doing really good. Hopefully you're keeping your balance. 3 more. that right leg. So the right leg is now your standing leg. Core's engaged, thinking about your posture, hands on your hips. That's to feel for excessive pelvic movement, which we do not want, okay? Level 1, toes on the floor. Level 2, foot up. Taking a breath in. As you exhale, you're rotating out. Inhale, return. Exhale, rotating out. Inhale, return. Pelvis stays pointing forwards. Really work that standing leg if you're doing the level 2. You've got a bit more of a balance challenge. Doing really good. Focus on that core. Don't lose it like I just have. Keep going, doing really good. Last 3 here. Okay, excellent. Give those legs a little shake. And then we're just going to finish with our couple of balance exercises. We're going to come into our foot series. Again, pop your hands on your hips. You might want to keep them at your sides. It's really up to you. Make sure that core's engaged. Just check your feet are hip distance apart. So this is a bit of a balance challenge. It also checks your sort of foot and ankle mobility. You'll probably find they click a bit. That's not a bad thing, okay? So the movement, you're taking a squat, so you're bending your knees, okay? You're keeping the knees bent and you're hovering your heels off, okay? So knees bent, heels off the floor. You're then extending and then lowering. I'll show you from the side. Bending the knees, raising the heels, extend, lower. Keep going with me. Bend the knees, raise the heels, extend, lower. Nice and slow. Bend the knees, raise the heels, extend, lower. 3 more. Bend the knees, raise the heels, extend, lower. Last 2 we're going to do slow. Bend the knees, raise the heels, hold, extend, lower. Brilliant. And last one of those. Bend the knees, raise the heels, extend, lower. Excellent. We're now going to do it in reverse. So in reverse, onto your tiptoes. Get your balance. Keep your heels off the floor as you bend the knees. Keep the knees bent as you drop the heels and then extend. Again, I'll show you from the side. Up onto your tippy toes, get your balance. Bend your knees. Drop the heels, extend. I'll show you again. Up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Drop your heels, extend. 3 more here. Up onto the toes. Bend the knees. Drop the heels, extend. Last 2 a bit slower. Up onto the toes, hold it. Bend the knees, hold it. Drop the heels, extend. Last one, make it a good one. Up onto your toes, hold it nice and tall. Bend the knees, hold it. Drop the heels, extend. Excellent. Just to finish, we're going to have a little bit of a balance challenge before we come on to our mat work. So we're going to come into our tree pose. So your tree pose starts a bit like the standing clown. You can either have your toes on the floor, if you want a bit more of a challenge, foot on your calf, foot on your knee. If you've got lots of flexibility, you can have your foot up high. Okay, so options are toes on the floor, toes on the calf, on the knee, or up high. Find your balance point. Doesn't matter what leg you're starting with, because we will swap. From here, pop your hands into the prayer position. Core engaged, helium balloon lifting, get your balance. And all I'd like you to do now is just look to your right and back to the centre. Look to your left, back to the centre. Look up to the ceiling, back to the centre. Look down to the floor, back to the centre. If you're still with me, bringing your arms, this is a tree pose. It's going to be a nice gentle breeze, swaying in the wind, challenge your balance. Excellent. And then just to finish, close your eyes for me. Can you hold it with your eyes closed? Hang on. Okay, brilliant. Swapping over. Alternate leg. Add toes on the floor, foot on the calf, on the knee, or again, if you've got the flexibility, into the groin, okay? Hands into prayer position, get your balance, get your centre, get your focus. Core engaged, helium balloons working. And then the balance challenge. Gently look to the right and back to the centre. To your left and back to the centre. Up to the ceiling, back to the centre, and down to the floor. And back to the centre. Keep your balance. If you're still with me, bringing your hands a tree, gently swaying in the breeze. Challenge your balance. And then the final challenge, close your eyes. Can you keep your balance? Excellent. Open your eyes, letting that go. Give your legs a quick shake and come to the end of your mat, or if wherever the space is in front of you. And we're going to roll down, coming onto our mat exercises. Taking a breath. Feet hip distance, exhale, slowly, gently rolling down. Keep the knees locked. When you get to your bottom of your roll down, hold it here. Imagine your arms or elephant's trunk swaying in the wind, and just gently hold it, feel that stretch. And this is the second time we've done it this evening, so hopefully you feel like you've already warmed up in this direction. You're getting a little bit more movement. Feel the stretch in the calf, back of the legs, lumbar spine. Look between your legs. Bend your knees. As you bend your knees, you'll feel that you get further and you can get your fingertips on the mat, okay? Look between your knees, hold it here just for a breath, and then walk your hands out into your downward dog, also known as your triangle pose. So spreading your fingers wide, extend your legs, push the knees back, belly button to your spine, look between your legs, holding it here as you have a breath. Exhale, push those heels down. Really extend the knees. No cheating with bent knees. A few of my regulars tend to do that. Push the heels down, extend the knees. Belly button to the spine. And then just coming into a couple of foot pedals. Bend the knees, alternate, trying to get those heels down to the mat. If you can touch the mat, gold star, better than me. And then last one here, take a breath, exhale, push down. Spread the fingers, power up through the arms and the shoulders, look to the wall behind you, push those knees back, nice and strong. Excellent. Coming out of this, bend the knees, slowly come onto your hands and knees, untuck the toes, and we're coming into your cat curl, tucking your chin in, arching your back up, tucking your tailbone down, and then lifting the head, arching the back down. Now from here, we're going to do a little plank challenge. For those of you who think you'll struggle with the plank challenge, please stay here with your cat-cow for a few moments, okay? So you're either doing your cat-cow. If you want to come into the plank challenge, walk your arm, 1 out, 2 out, tuck your toes under. Take a breath, exhale, push into a high plank. Hold it nice and strong for me. Don't want you sagging down, don't want your bottom in the air, don't want your knees bent. Nice and straight, lock the knees, lock the arms, head looks down between the hands, no floppy head. Keeping that belly button to your spine, hold it nice for me. From here, you're going to come down to your low plank, drop down, 1, 2, hold it. Nice and strong, again, no bum in the air, no sagging of the back, hold it strong, head looks down. Hold it for me, nice and strong. Steady breathing. Perfect. Take a breath, exhale, push back into your high plank. Hold it, brace the knees, look down, belly button to your spine. Last couple of breaths, hold it nice and strong. Excellent. Take a breath, exhale, bend the knees, uncurl the toes, and we'll join the others in the cat curl. Arching your back up and down. We'll just do a couple more repetitions here. Perfect. From here, we're coming straight into our donkey kick fire hydrant. Our donkey kick fire hydrant is very much focusing at the glutes and hips. What you need is your hands more or less under the shoulders. If you struggle with your wrists, you can bring them forward slightly. If you really struggle with your wrists, you can do this exercise resting on your elbows, okay? So it's really up to you. If you're resting on your elbows, don't let your head drop. You still need to be tucking your chin and looking down, okay? So whatever works for you, your hands are supporting. Knees need to be under the hips, belly button towards your spine. You don't want your back arched up or sagging down. The movement, we're going to start with the right leg. So the left leg is your stabiliser, it's not moving. You're taking a breath. You're exhale, kicking backwards. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale back down, but not relaxing. Exhale, kicking outwards. Inhale, return. So exhale, donkey kick, kicking back. Inhale, return. Exhale, fire hydrant, lifting the leg to the side. Inhale, return. Keep going for me. I want you to imagine you've got a tray of drinks resting on your back. At no point should you be twisting your pelvis, and the movement is generally all hip. So your back shouldn't overarch and your hip shouldn't tilt as you lift. Very much keeping your spine nice and controlled. Belly button should still be drawn towards your spine. Got 3 more repetitions. The donkey kick here, into the centre, fire hydrant. 2 more of these. Donkey kick, back to the centre, exhale, fire hydrant. Last one. Excellent. Relax the right leg down. Just have a shift of your weight. So getting the weight crossed over to the right leg, checking you haven't lost your head, tucking the chin in. Imagine you've got a ball between your chin and your chest you don't want to drop. Then the movement, taking a breath. Exhale, donkey kick back. Inhale, return. Exhale, fire hydrant out. Inhale, return. Exhale, donkey kick back. Squeeze the glutes and the hands. Exhale, return. Donkey kick out to the side, outer gluteal muscles. Keep going for me. Again, that imaginary tray of drinks on your back. You want to be keeping it nice and stable. I didn't say at the start of the class, but the class tonight definitely has a gluteal focus. You'll have buns of steel by the morning. Last couple here. Donkey kick back. Fire hydrant out. Last one. Donkey kick back. Fire hydrant out. Perfect. From here we're going to go into our child's pose. Sit back onto the feet. Reach the hands forwards. Rest the forehead down. If you can't do this and you've got dodgy knees or hips, it's absolutely fine to do this or this. Whatever works for you. Ideally try and relax the head even if your bottom's in the air and you can't sit back on your feet. Reach your hands as far away as possible, and then you're going to take your right hand and place it across on top of the left. So you're creating space between the rib and the hip on the right hand side. Really push the fingers away, push your bottom backwards, opening up the spine. Nice relaxed breathing. Perfect. Take your right hand across to the right side. Left hand comes and joins it. Reach the fingertips away, push your bottom back. Nice relaxed breathing. Perfect. So from here, bringing your hands back to the centre, slowly, gently bringing yourself onto your tummy. As you come onto your tummy, it doesn't matter where your head is, so you can either have it resting to one side or looking straight down, just whatever's comfortable for you. We're coming into our gluteal exercise. We did this a few weeks back and there was a bit of a sort of challenge. A few people got back to me and said they struggled with it, so let's try this again. First of all, when you're lying on your tummy, I want your belly button drawn towards your spine, rather than it completely relaxed and your back sagging. Hopefully you can see the difference there. That's my belly button towards my spine, and that's my back relaxed, so I get more of an arch. So belly button stays drawn towards your spine. Imagine there's a little ant under you don't want to squish. And then from here, what I'd like to do is just squeeze your bum cheeks together for me, and then relax them. And then what I'd really like to do is try and squeeze just your right bum cheek, and then relax it, and then just your left bum cheek, and relax it. And just try that separately again. Squeeze your right bum cheek, and relax it, and your left bum cheek, and relax it. Not as easy as it sounds, it is possible. I'll admit my left bum cheek is not as sharp as my right. One more, right bum cheek, left bum cheek. Relax. Have you forgotten about your belly? Draw that belly button back to the spine. So we're building on that now. What I'd like you to do is take a breath. As you exhale, squeeze your right bum cheek, brace your right thigh, hover your right leg an inch off the floor, maybe 2 inches at most. Hold it here as you have a breath. Really feel that you're working your glutes and your hamstrings, and then slowly lower. Relax the leg, relax the thigh, relax the glute. Swapping over, taking a breath. Exhale, squeeze the glute on the left, brace the thigh, hover the left leg, holding it a couple of inches off the ground. Have that breath, and then slowly lower. Keep going for me, alternating. Squeeze the glute, brace the thigh, hover and lift. Hold it for a breath. And gently relaxing down. Doing really good. Really focus on that gluteal squeeze. That's what it's about. The leg just lifts because it's attached to the bum. We do 4 more, 2 more on each side. Squeeze the bum, brace the thigh, hover the leg. And opposite, squeeze the bum, brace the thigh, hover the leg. Last one on each side. Have you lost that draw of the belly button? If you have, bring it back for these last 2. Excellent. And then relaxing the legs. From here, we're going to come into a stretch. I want you to relax your head on your left arm. Bend your right knee. Hold your right foot and bring the heel towards your bottom. If you can't do that and you've got trousers on, you can use your trouser leg to pull it, okay? But we're aiming to stretch out the front of the thigh and the front of the hip. Nice relaxed breathing here. Okay, excellent. Letting go of the right foot, keep the right foot in the air, right arm comes out to the side, coming into our scorpion stretch. Taking a breath, exhale, rotating the right foot towards the left, opening up through the hip at the front here. A little bit of a twist in the lower back. Excellent. Slowly relaxing back down, right foot goes down, head relaxes on the right arm, left foot bending the knee, bringing the heel towards the bottom, stretching the front of the left thigh. Nice relaxed breathing again here. And then letting go of the left foot, keeping the foot in the air, left arm out to the side, and then rotating that left leg. Nice relaxed breathing as you're enjoying the stretch here. Okay, excellent. Gently coming out of that, and then rolling onto your side to face me at the front. So, knees bent, we're coming into our clam. Like I said, we're a bit of a gluteal focus tonight. Toes, knees, hips stacked on top of each other. Draw that top hip down, core engaged. Hand onto your hip or your bottom, so that's to correct you. And we're going to do level 1 to start with. So level 1, taking a breath in. Exhale, knees come apart. Inhale, knees return. And again, exhale, knees come apart. Inhale, return. So this is our level 1 clam, nice and straightforwards. And we're going to build on that tonight. Make sure you're not rolling backwards. Your hips should stay pointing forwards. Again, if you have little headlights on your pelvis, they would be pointing forwards. At no point should you be rotating backwards. That hand there is giving you feedback. It's stopping you rolling backwards. And you should feel this deep into the hip and gluteal muscles. We're going to do 2 more at level 1. Keep that core engaged, that hip drawn down. Okay, we're just going to have a moment. For those of you who are finding that hard, stick with the level 1. Otherwise, we're moving straight into level 2. Level 2, feet hover off the floor. Keep that hip drawn down, core engaged. It's exactly the same movement. Taking a breath. Exhale, knees come apart. Inhale, return. Keep going. Exhale, knees come apart. Inhale, return. The feet stay hovered off the mat. And try not to lose the quality. You need to keep those feet up for me. Your bottom leg is doing the stabilising. It's holding you there. Your top leg is doing the mobilising, getting the movement through your hip and your glutes. Doing really good. Really feel that deep action in your hip. I'm sure you can feel it burning a little bit now. Don't lose that lift of the feet. 3 more here. You can do it. Last one. Okay, excellent. Relax the feet. Bring your leg across your body. Give it a quick rub. Pop the feet back on. We will come back, do one more gluteal exercise, but before we do that, we're going to just give the bottom a rest and come into a thoracic mobility. We're coming into our arm opening. So if you can see, I've relaxed my arm out and my head's relaxed down. If you need a little cushion, that's fine. Your toes, knees and hips stay pushed forwards. I often call this a drawing the rainbows. It's an arm opening. You're taking a breath. As you exhale, you're drawing a rainbow. Your head follows your hands, your hips stay forwards. This is not a shoulder exercise. This is a rib exercise, a back exercise. You're exhaling, coming back, inhaling, coming forwards. And again, take a breath. Exhale, head follows the hand, rotate through the rib cage, push the hips forward, open up through the spine, inhale, return. Exhale, coming back, enjoy the stretch, inhale, return. We're going to do 3 more, take a breath. Exhale, rotate back. Inhale, return. Keep those toes, knees and hips pushed forwards. Again, those headlights on your hips should stay forwards. As we come into our last one, we're going to hold it, okay? So take a breath. Exhale, rotate backwards. Stay here for me. Have a big deep breath. And then exhale. As you exhale, your lungs deflate, your ribs will rotate. And get that little last bit of movement. Feel that stretch through the rib cage. Excellent. Slowly coming back. Perfect. Reset your head under your arm. And we're coming into one last hip and gluteal exercise. Again, there's a level 1 and a level 2. So we'll start with the level 1. The level 1 is with the bottom leg bent. That gives you a wider base of support. The level 2 has the bottom leg straight because it gives you a narrower base of support and is more of a challenge. I will talk through both, okay? So the movement, you're taking a breath. You can either have your hands on your hip or in front of you, it's really up to you. Taking breath, inhaling, coming forwards with the knee. Exhaling, you're pushing and squeezing backwards with the hip. Inhale, coming forwards. Exhaling, squeezing backwards. This is called a side kick. It's like your donkey kick on your back, on your hands and knees, but we're doing it on the side. Really good for anyone who can't lie on the tummies, particularly pregnant ladies. This is the level 1. My bottom leg is bent. Level 2, for those of you who want to do that, bringing the knee up as you inhale, back as you exhale, but the bottom leg is now straight. It narrows the base of support. It does make it more challenging. If you want the extra challenge, pop your hands on your hip and you'll find that you have to work your core and your balance that little bit more to stop you rolling over. Last couple here. Last one, make it a good one. Excellent. Just bring the leg across, sort of recovery position, have a moment. Okay, from there, bend both your knees up, push up into sitting. We're going to do a couple of little exercises here in sitting before we do the same exercises on the opposite side. Holding onto your knees, grow up nice and tall. Your helium balloon is just re-inflated. Take a breath, exhale, tuck the chin in, just have a little bit of a roll down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Coming back up, we're going to come into our V-sit. We've been doing various variations of this throughout the past few weeks. So tonight you have a couple of options. So option one, your feet are on the floor and the V-sit you gently sit back, okay? So this is your option one start position. Feet on the floor, arms hovering, gently sitting back. I'll quickly show you from the side. You're sitting back. As you're sitting back, your core is engaged, okay? So this is your level one start position. So just holding it there can be a challenge. You've got to use those core muscles. The level two, hopefully you can see, your feet come off. So this is your start position for the level two. And then the movements are going to be arm movements. You're going to take a breath in and you're going to exhale, bring the arms up. Inhale, rotate them round. Keep yourself steady. Exhale, bring your arms up. Inhale, bring your arms down. The feet stay off for level two, feet stay on for level one. I'll just show you from the front. Level one, feet on the floor, exhale up, inhale down. Level two, feet off the floor, exhale up, inhale round. Keep going for me. Doing great. 3 more. If you're struggling with the level two, pop your feet on the floor and do it at the level one. Last one. Exhale up, inhale round. Brilliant. Sitting up tall, extend your left leg. Right leg, foot in, drop out. We're coming into a little stretch. Left hand goes onto the straight left leg, right hand goes on top of it. Pulling your toes towards you, taking a breath, exhale, slowly rolling down. And you're either using your shin as a pivot point, if you can touch your toes as a pivot point. The right hand reaches across. Again, you're creating space between the rib and the hip on the right side. You're stretching your back of your leg on the left. Take a breath. Exhale. As you exhale, lungs deflate, reach and extend. Feel that stretch. Come a little further. I'm going to hold it here for one more breath. Slowly, gently rolling back up. As you come up, the bent right leg crosses over the straight left leg. Your left arm hugs your right knee and you look over your right shoulder. So you're having a nice twist here. You'll feel it in your glute, you'll feel a stretch in your back. Don't collapse down, look up tall. Gently back to the centre. As you come to the centre, extend your right leg. Left leg bends up and drops out. Right hand on your knee, left hand on top. Take a breath, exhale, roll down. Use your shin as a pivot point or your toes as a pivot point. Your left arm really reaches across. You're feeling a stretch to the left side of your back and the back of the right leg. Take a breath, exhale. Feel the stretch intensify. Hold it here just for another breath. Feel that stretch. Okay, excellent. Slowly rolling up. Your bent left leg crosses over your straight right leg. Your right arm hugs your left knee. You look over your left shoulder. You do not collapse down. Excellent. Rotating back to the front, uncrossing. We're coming onto your opposite side. You know what's coming now. It's our clam level 1 and 2. So, head supported on your hand to begin with. Toes, knees and hips bent to 90 degrees. Hips stacked and the hips stay forward. Hand either on your bottom or on your hip to correct yourself. Draw that hip down, cores engaged. We don't want you soft and sagging through the centre. And then the movement, taking a breath. Exhale, knees come apart. Inhale, knees come together. Exhale, knees come apart. Inhale, knees come together. So this is our level 1. Keep going with it. Really important that you don't roll backwards from the pelvis. That imaginary headlight is still pointing to the front. You're getting that deep gluteal work. Keep going for me. Have you lost that connection in the core? If you have, bring it back in. See if you can do 3 more for me. Perfect, last one. Okay, seamlessly into the level 2. Again, if you found it hard, stick with that level 1. Level 2, feet hover off. Don't let your belly sag. Keep the hip drawn down, the core engaged, taking a breath. Exhale, knees apart. Inhale, knees back together, but the feet stay off the mat. Keep that lift of the bottom leg. Again, the bottom leg is doing the stability work. The top leg is doing the mobility work, movement. You're not rolling backwards. That hip stays stacked and pointing forwards. Nice steady movement with your breathing pattern. Keep going, you're doing great. And we're going to do 3 more here. Perfect. And then gently relaxing down. We're going to give that glute a quick rest. Bringing that left arm through, relaxing the head down. We're coming into your arm openings. Toes, knees and hips push forwards, taking a breath. Exhaling, drawing that rainbow backwards. Inhaling, returning. Remember, this is not a shoulder exercise. It is an opening through the rib cage. Push the hips forwards, open through the rib cage as you exhale backwards. Inhale, return. Keep those hips pushed forwards. Feel like with every movement, you're getting a little bit more rotation. Make sure your head follows your hands. 3 more. Again, with this last one, we're going to hold it. So again, take a breath. Exhale, head follows the hand, push and rotate. Hold it here now, have a breath in. And then as you exhale, feel the lungs deflate. You get that extra rotation through the rib cage. And then slowly back to the centre. Perfect. Just to finish on our side, popping your hand back under to support the head. We're coming into our side kick. Now you remember with the side kick, the level 1, the bottom leg is bent because that's a wide base of support. The level 2, the bottom leg is straight. It's a narrow base of support. Work with what you're comfortable with. I'll show you both. Core engaged, taking a breath in. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you squeeze and kick backwards. Inhale as you come forwards. Exhale, squeeze and kick backwards. So again, this is your donkey kick in sideline. Side kick. So the level 1 I'm showing you, my bottom leg is bent. The level 2, the bottom leg straightens. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come back. If you want the extra challenge, you pop your hands on your hip. Really works that stability and that core to stop you rolling, but you're still focusing on your donkey kick. 3 more. Last one. Excellent. Once you've done your last one, just very quick sort of recovery position, give your bottom a rub. Slowly take your time rolling onto your back. As you come onto your back, bring your knees into your chest for me. Hold your left knee with your left hand, your right knee with your right hand. And just holding that there. And just giving me a gentle hip and knee circle. Doesn't matter which way you go, we will change in a minute. It's just gently circling around. Change direction for me, circling the opposite way. Feel like the ball of the hip is massaging itself into the socket. Excellent. Gently pop your feet down for me. From here, we're going to come into a gluteal stretch. What I'd like you to do is place the outer aspect of the right foot onto the left knee. Now if you have any hip issues, stay here. You can give your knee a gentle push. Okay, if you've had your hip replaced, stay here. Otherwise, you can feed your hands through and you're pulling your left leg towards you, but it's to get a stronger stretch on the right. If you want to make it even stronger, you can bring your nose up to your knee. Nice relaxed breathing as you're stretching. Perfect. Gently relaxing down. Right foot goes onto the floor. Left foot, outer aspect of the left foot onto the right knee. And again, the level one, you're just pushing your knee away. If you've got any hip issues or hip replacements, stay here. Otherwise, you're hugging the right knee towards you. You're either relaxing down or you're bringing your nose to your knee to bring it a little bit more intense. You'll feel this either in your bottom, even down the inner thigh. You feel a stretch where you're tight. Gently relaxing down. Tapping your left leg flat to the mat. Your right leg, you can hold it behind the knee, and we're coming into a hamstring sciatic nerve stretch. Extending the right leg, just giving your toes a little bit of a move and wiggle. That left leg stays flat down, so it keeps your spine in a good neutral position. And the right leg, we're stretching the hamstring, but the foot movement just gives the sciatic nerve a little bit of a move and a stretch as well. Excellent. Gently relaxing the right leg down, holding the left leg behind the knee, extending and moving the foot. Again, that right leg stays flat, it keeps your spine in a nice neutral position. Left leg extends, just giving the toes a little bit of a move and a stretch. Okay, excellent. Relaxing down, bringing both knees bent up. From here, we're going to come into our tabletop to do a few exercises. So, engage the core. Arms by your side, chin gently tucked in. So that's keeping your head and neck and shoulders in a good position. Okay. From here, you're taking a breath, you're exhaling, bringing your right leg into tabletop. So that's a 90-degree position with your knee over your hip. From here, you have to engage, really draw down, take a breath, exhale, engage. Bring the left leg, to join the right leg. This is double tabletop. This is our start position. Now from here, the movement, we're going to do our one leg circle. Your left leg is going to stay still. Your right leg extends. The movement from here, you're going to take a breath in. As you inhale, you're doing 3 circles with that right leg in one direction. As you exhale, you're doing 3 circles with your right leg in the other direction. Changing. Inhale, circling the right leg. Exhale, changing direction. Now your left leg, the aim is to keep it as still as possible. Keep those core muscles engaged, belly button drawn to your spine. And it's the whole leg that's moving. We're not just circling the foot here. The whole leg's moving, the hips moving in the socket. Keep going. Nice straight leg if you can. Last breath cycle. So inhale, 3 in one direction. Exhale, 3 in the other. Keep that left leg nice and straight. Brilliant. Bring your right leg back into tabletop. Just bring your knees to your chest for a moment. Have a very quick rest. And then back into double tabletop. Engage the core. Back into double tabletop. Right leg stays still. Left leg extends. Take a breath. Exhale. 3 circles in one direction with the left leg. Inhale. 3 circles in the opposite direction. And then continue that movement. Again, your right leg is staying nice and stable in that tabletop position. The knee over the hip. If you had a glass of wine resting on your knee, hopefully you haven't spilled any. Keep that control. That belly button towards the spine. Your back should be nice and flat onto the floor. And again, last breath cycle, 3 in one direction, 3 in the opposite direction. coming out of it, back into tabletop, bring the knees to your chest. Now you can either stay here with a knee hug, rocking, or nose to knees, or you can join me with a happy baby, holding onto the feet, extending the legs to the ceiling. Once you're here, taking the legs apart, feeling a stretch through the lower back, into the legs. Nice relaxed breathing here. Okay, excellent. Bringing the knees back into the chest, popping your feet onto the ground just for a moment, and then we're going to just do our last exercise here. We need to come back into tabletop, so the right leg comes up first. You imprint down, the left leg joins it. Tucking the chin in, head and neck in a good position. We're going to start with our toe tap, so you're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, you're tapping your right foot down. Inhale, return, swapping over. Exhale, tapping the left foot down. Inhale, return. The level one is the toe taps. If this feels quite easy and your back isn't arching, you might want to come into the leg extensions. So the level two is extending the leg as you exhale, bringing it back as you inhale. Extending the leg as you exhale, bringing it back as you inhale. If at any point you feel that your back is arching off the mat, you need to go back to your toe taps at level one. So level one toe taps, level two the leg extension. Keep going for me. We're going to do two more here. And then just rest in tabletop for a moment. Just to finish, we're going to add in an arm movement. So keep your legs in tabletop for a moment. You're going to take a breath. As you inhale, your arms are going to float up. Exhale, they're going to come out. We'll do that again. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, arms rotate out. Keep yourself in tabletop. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, arms come out. Last one here. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, arms come out. So we're going to put those two together. Taking a breath. As you inhale, the arms float up and that leg extends and you're either toe tapping. Exhale, circle. Swapping over. Inhale, floating up. Exhale, returning. So nice steady breathing. I'm just showing you the toe tap version. Or you can be doing the leg extension version. Nice steady breathing. If you struggle with the breathing at any point, just make sure you're not holding your breath. So this is the level two. We've got the leg extensions with the arm circles. Level one, toe tapping with the arm circles. We're going to do four more, two more on each leg. Excellent. Bring those knees back in your chest just to finish. Excellent. Popping the feet onto the mat, slowly rolling onto your side and pushing yourself up into sitting. We're just going to finish in a seated position. Ideally, I'd like you to sit with your legs crossed. If you can't cross your legs, I'm more than happy for you to sit on a cushion or bring your legs out in front, okay? But ideally, legs crossed. Up nice and tall. Helium balloons lifting you up tall. Core's engaged. Head up, shoulders back and down. Just relaxing the hands onto your knees or by your sides. Take a breath, exhale, ear to your shoulder. The opposite arm now just reaches away from you. And then look down towards your armpit on that side, changing the stretch slightly. And gently back to the centre. If your left hand's on the mat, you're going to take your right arm into the air. Take a breath. Exhale, reach up and across. Your sitting bone should stay planted down here. Really elongating again between the rib and the hip, and the hand on the mat is just taking some support. Excellent. Swapping over, so for me my right hand's going on the mat, the left hand's going on the knee. Taking a breath, ear to the shoulder, so away from the outstretched arm. Nice relaxed breathing. And then gently looking towards your armpit, changing the stretch slightly. Gently back to the centre. Hand on the mat is going to be your support. For me, left arm reaches up into the air. Take a breath, exhale, elongate. So space between the rib and the hip. Keep the sitting bones planted down, up the hips reaching off. Very much stretching and planting the sitting bones. And bringing yourself back to the centre. Perfect. From here, you're going to pop your hands to one side, uncross the legs. We're going to come back into kneeling. Take a breath, exhale, push into kneeling. And while we're here, we're just going to do a little cat curl. And then an arch opposite. One more in each direction. Nice steady breathing. Perfect. From here, tuck your toes under. Take a breath, exhale, push back into your downward dog. Push the heels back, extend the knees back, spread the fingers wide, belly button to the ceiling, head looks to the wall behind you. Really try and get those heels down. See if you can get them further than you did at the start. Just give me a couple of foot pedals, just bending the knees, pushing the heels down, feel the stretch through the back of the legs. And then take a breath, exhale, push down, last time, push through the arms, push through the shoulders, extend the knees, feel that stretch. Excellent. Bending the knees, slowly walk the hands to the feet. You're at the bottom of a roll down now, just hold it for a minute, extend the knees. Again, feel that you're a bit more flexible than you were at the start. Take a breath, exhale, slowly restack each of the lumbar bones on top of each other. Then the mid-back bones come next, just slowly coming up. As you come up, that helium balloon has reinflated. The core is drawn back up. Hopefully you feel that you're taller than you were at the start. Check your posture, toes, knees and hips in a line. Give me a roll of the shoulders back and down, hands in line with the sides of the trousers. Perfect. Just to finish, we're going to take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe in, shrug up any tension, you're just going to let it go. We'll do 2 more of those. Breathing in. Last one. That's us done for this session. Hopefully you've all found that enjoyable. So from this class, I fully intend to continue. I don't think we'll be starting back indoor classes anytime soon. Obviously waiting for government guidance. I'm definitely going to continue the video classes until the end of July, and then we'll review the situation. So hopefully you're enjoying them and keep joining in. If you've watched tonight and you've enjoyed it, please give me just a like or send me a hello so I know you're joining in. Otherwise, stay safe everyone and take care. You can watch this back anytime on this page, and again it will be replayed on Saturday morning on the Active in Redbourne page. Look after yourselves. Bye for now. Enjoy the sunshine.